Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring at this time, the challenger, Curtis the Cat Felix. Please welcome to the ring, the champion, EKOW ESSUMAN!
All my friends are Korean. Don't be for the man in style. You and I was on my page. All my friends are Korean. All my friends are Korean. Don't be for the man in style. You and I was on my page. I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry, I did. 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 Don't be good, be careful. Don't be careful. Tell me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following championship contest will be 10 rounds for the English welterweight title, courtesy of Goodwin Boxing and sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your steward in charge, Mr. Ded Rees, and your timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Stephen Pucci. The third man in the ring, an A-star referee, Mr. Bob Williams. Your judges at ringside, Mr. Ian John Lewis, Mr. Mark Lyson, and Mr. Victor Lachlan. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing, undefeated as a professional, 10 fights, 10 victories, 1 big win by way of knockout, weighing 10 stone, 7 pounds exactly, from Milton Keynes, Buckinghamshire, the challenger, Curtis the Cat Felix. The man facing him across the ring, also undefeated as a professional. 12 fights, 12 victories, 4 big wins by way of knockout, weighing 10 stone, 5 pounds, 10 ounces, from Nottingham via Botswana, the reigning, the defending English welterweight champion, EKOW ESSUMAN! The referee, Mr. Welterweight.
Right, 10 rounds for the English welterweight title. EKOW ESSUMAN the holder, Curtis Felix challenger. Both lads undefeated. Both lads have a reputation for being able to go at a high speed over a distance of a fight. This could be something special.
Yeah, let's hope so. Felix with the longer hair, both wearing black trunks. I thought they were supposed to
be different.
They're supposed to submit those days in advance, but just for those watching, Curtis Felix is the man with the longer hair.
Nice left hand there by Curtis. He seems to have the longer reach, I'd suggest.
Ooh, almost dips down so low, his knees almost touch the canvas. He's the home fighter, Curtis, and he's certainly got a few fans here.
Yeah, it's a strange dynamic as the champion coming to the away ground of Curtis Felix.
Shows a lot of guts. As Jamie Spate was just telling us in between fights, if you're the away fighter in a title fight and it goes the distance, you're less than confident, shall we say.
That's not precisely how he worded it, but
no.
So low, isn't it? Got caught, clipped with that right hand and left hook on the back of it.
Right to the body. Both swinging a bit there, but Essuman just kind of happy to stalk Felix around the ropes.
He is, which I mean, I saw the last fight Felix was in, which was eliminated against Goodwin.
Both unloading there. Sorry, go on.
Nice right hand there by Felix. But it was almost the opposite way round against Conor Vian. He was the one doing the aggression, walking forwards.
2, 3, 4. They landed until Essuman tucked up. I mean, Conor Vian's a very different kettle of fish than EKOW ESSUMAN, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, Essuman, former GB squad member, accomplished amateur. Conor Vian, I think, from the armed forces.
Short right hook over the top from Essuman there.
Yeah, caught him on the exit as well with the right hook. Little check one.
I think you're right. I think we could see something at a very high pace.
Nice uppercut there by Curtis, just slowed it down a bit. He's getting caught on the ropes though, isn't
Clubbing
he?
right hand just behind the ear. That's a danger shot. Oh, we've already had one absolutely blisteringly high tempo, brutal English title fight, and so far we look like we might be having another one.
Curtis isn't using his size as much as I thought perhaps he might.
Yeah, certainly longer, isn't he?
We've got to touch gloves at the end, a bit of a miss-up.
How'd you see that one going, Martin?
I'd give that to Essuman. I think he was quick to get in range, quick to get out, do his work. Yeah, I think he was just more effective. How about yourself?
Same, and I thought when he landed, it looked like it was. I know it's only early, but there was a couple of those right hooks. They looked more powerful shots.
Yes.
Let's say they weren't necessarily taking more out of Curtis Felix, but they were hitting him harder than what he was hitting Essuman with.
It seemed like he was throwing with the intent, whereas Felix was throwing with the hope more.
The Hail Mary.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He was doing it in flourishes, Felix.
Yeah.
So there were some that were getting through. I know Felix, his coach Barry O'Connell is such a disciplinarian. He's had Felix come and live with him for a period of time prior to this, as he did prior to the Conor Vian fight.
I do like his footwork. I know his knees dip down very low, but it's the little half steps right and left. Sort of, you're never quite sure which way he's going to go, which is obviously a massive attribute if your opponent can't work you out.
Yeah, like there, he's just come off the rope very well, just to go back to the rope on the other side, but he's escaped without Essuman being able to track.
Yeah.
He's gone off left that time, not right, which is a good attribute to have.
And he unloaded a nice left
Caught the
hook.
right hand.
Then he's caught 2, 3, 4.
Here
comes Essuman.
Looking a little bit in
Nice
trouble.
jab.
He's done well. Hold it up.
Oh, he's going to have to get on his bike a little bit
Yeah,
here.
he'll start
Curtis
holding.
Felix. What's his chin like, do you think, Felix? Is this the first time we're going to have seen it tested, or have you seen it tested
the
before?
Conor Vian fight, Vian perhaps doesn't punch as hard as Essuman does, but the two of them stood toe-to-toe and threw for 10 rounds.
Vian's a hard guy, isn't he? He's an army soldier, you know.
He wasn't going anywhere that night, and the two of them took some hellacious punches. So I think he has a solid chin, but it's being tested right now.
He was the Felix Jr. was the away fighter against Ryan, wasn't he? Was that on the Shamrocks?
No, it's here.
Oh, was it?
It's here. Felix done well there to get out of the way.
He's just eaten and left.
He needs to get through this round, survive this round.
Yes, very much so.
Regroup and come back.
Just bullying him now, Essuman.
It's a good right hand again by Essuman. Left hook.
His head's starting to rock a little bit, yeah. This might get waved. And he needs
the referee's
to start
taking a close eye.
Yeah.
He needs to really wrap him up on the inside.
Physically stronger, isn't he, at the moment? Essuman is pushing him around. Curtis Felix needs these valuable seconds.
Yeah, just it must be near the end of the round now. But Essuman's, he's smelling blood, isn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. Oof. He's really winding these shots up, isn't he, Essuman? He wants this early night.
He's telegraphed a couple, but there are enough that are taking effect.
Yeah. I think for all his awkwardness and slippery style, he's getting caught a hell of a lot.
He is. His hands are down, you want to see them get up.
He does. Felix Jr.'s fans shouting, make him miss, make him miss. I think he was trying to.
Yeah, I mean, his fans are convinced that EKOW's gassing, but I'm not seeing it myself there. There's a reason he's called the Engine.
Yeah, you do sometimes wonder where these nicknames come from. Whether they've been called it in the gym or it's just an aspirational, like, I think I can.
Yeah, dream it, believe it. That was most certainly an Essuman round.
I nearly said, I assume I'm not going to have to ask you.
No.
Yeah, Felix is. It's only early in the fight, but he's been asked quite a lot of questions already.
Yeah, his corner need to give him another plan to get in there, don't they? But it must be so difficult when you've got.
I mean, you pretty much couldn't be any more try and be any more elusive than what he's trying, and he's being caught. So. Where does he go? Does he just fight fire with fire? Hope that Essuman blows.
Yeah, but he's going to take some serious punishment getting through that.
He does. It's a very senior Byfield, where you step out of the backhand and then almost switch stances, then punch with the backhand to become your jab again.
Yeah,
I really like it, but it's not always effective.
He's going low again.
Oof. Slipped away from trouble there.
He seems happy to tempt him in, Curtis.
Oh, that was lovely. A few shoulder rolls. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't really... left hook and then a right uppercut. He's trapped in the corner here.
I think the problem is sometimes Curtis looks a bit out of shape when the pressure's put on him. And that slickness disappears and he starts to become a bit ragged. But he's standing up to this. Whether he's hoping to ride the wave and take it into the second half.
Time will tell, but I mean, another too many more rounds like that second and it could slip away from him before he has the chance to turn the tide, as I say.
Nice right hand there, by
nice kick down.
Good left uppercut by Essuman.
You're saying the word ragged, and then I watched some of these punches Felix Jr. is throwing, and you're right, they almost slap in when he gets too close.
Yeah, the shape disappears.
Yeah, he's standing square on there. That's fairly stupid. If you don't mind me using the word. Nice couple landed and he stepped off there.
Yeah, switches again into southpaw, then he's off.
He steps. It's not like it's a fluid switch, which I really like. You see,
it is.
It's very in vogue switching, which doesn't, in my opinion, to a lot of fighters' detriment.
You see too many where it looks forced.
Yeah, you can see them physically think, I need to switch stances now. But with Curtis Felix, it's very, very smooth. Comes naturally.
He certainly held his own a lot more in this third round.
He's picked it up, without doubt. Lovely right hand. You can hear that even with our headphones on.
Oh, he's done well there. Got it behind the guard. Essuman shrugs it off.
What was it? Jamie Spate called it in the last fight, cowboying. I've never heard that. No, neither had I.
I'm still not sure what it means.
Jamie Spate's something of an enigma.
Much better round for Felix, but I think I'll probably still have to give it to Essuman.
Yeah, I think it's sort of Felix needs to keep growing back into the fight like he was in that third round, but as you say, it's even with his better rounds, he's just not taking them.
No, but there were glimpses that he shouldn't be giving up hope at this point.
Oh, of course not. No, I mean we're barely a third of the way through the fight.
Curtis's brother Damien is fighting late at the light heavyweight.
They do often fight on the same shows, don't they?
They do.
Is that an agreement, or is that just how it works out? 'Cause they train together.
Well, oddly, Curtis is signed to Steve Goodwin under management terms, but Damien isn't.
Right.
So they still end up managing to do it on the same shows quite often.
So, I know the Walsh brothers. Their dream is for the three of them. Michael's coming back now. For the three of them to headline a show somewhere.
Norwich.
A Norwich Stadium is Ryan's dream.
Carrow Road.
He's very much a man with a massive appetite for the sport still.
Delia Smith getting MC licensed.
Let's be having you.
Good uppercut there by Essuman. He is quite rangy, Curtis Felix, when he uses
still landing
it.
short somehow.
Yeah. He doesn't use it effectively enough all the time. So he's happy to test his chin and get in there. But actually when he loops those hooks around, they're really effective.
Slipped a jab and then landed an uppercut on the inside there, Essuman. Obviously, Curtis with the fan base here at York.
Yes, yeah.
Essuman having come down from Nottingham.
There's a couple of flags there for Essuman that I've seen.
Yeah, by way of Botswana, so I assume one of them is that.
I can't confess that I'm a flag aficionado.
Failed every geography exam I've ever been given, so.
Nice left hook by Curtis on the end of that shot. Good right hand as EKOW walked in.
It's starting to even out a little bit.
It is.
Did that knee touch the canvas?
I didn't spot it. It's a difficult
dangerously
one.
Close.
Yeah.
Lovely flurry from both men scoring there.
Essuman started it and then Felix finished it.
His reflexes have just sort of seemed to come back to him now, Felix.
He took a lot of punishment in that second round.
He did, but then he's now just getting back out of the way.
Yeah.
Which he couldn't do for love nor money in the second round. So.
A more convincing round by Felix. How would you have it? 4 rounds in.
I think kindly I'd have it 3-1.
Kindly? Maybe
as I said at the end of the last round, I think it's hard. It's easy to make a case for both. It's easy to make a case for Essuman in every round, even when Felix is having a good round.
Yes, agreed. Maybe 3 and a shared.
And that would be the fourth share for me, if there were to be one. I don't like shared rounds.
No, very cold frotch. Curtis is certainly growing into this. I think he's
Up off his stool a long time before Essuman.
yeah, he's maybe realised that he can handle the power of Essuman.
Essuman just making the sign of the cross and touching the blue corner before he came out there. It does the sort of superstitions of the fighters does interest me.
Yes.
I saw Robin Dupree fight last night, and he's got OCD, and he used to have to go back to his corner and touch the corner every sort of 30 seconds. Done
well to get out.
Lovely, turns him, puts Essuman back on the ropes. Essuman ties up. For a second, I just thought Felix had got through to him.
He's done well there, Felix, in and out. Much more
Essuman started to work out when he's ducking and just to fling an uppercut down the middle. There we go.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that right hand landed as well. It is interesting when you're in the arena, in York Hall, in the O2, in the cover box, because you can't hear the punches on telly.
Yes, you're
But
right.
when you hear them, you know it might not look much on telly, but you go, oh no, you could hear that.
And you can tell the difference between a bit of a slapping one and a planted one.
The different sounds they make. Let's see, prime example there. Right hook from Essuman, slapped.
Yeah. He's looking for the left hook on the end of that, but good left hook. Maybe not busy enough in
Came
this
from
round.
wide right that
Yes.
hook, didn't it? Wide left.
A lot of room down the middle. Essuman taking a bit more of a backward step there.
Because of the way we're seated, that backhand right from Curtis Felix, did it land? Because Essuman took a step back as it came in, and we've got the same view as the cameras that you're watching, and it looked like it could have landed, but
I'm not sure it affected if it
no,
did.
it certainly didn't affect him. But I just wondered whether it was a scoring shot, and it made me think of the three judges and their perspectives. As we saw in the last fight between Liam Dillon and Yusuf Kumari, there was 3 different scores.
Yeah, well,
Each.
4 if you include Jamie and I.
yeah.
Good uppercut there by him.
Lovely.
Nice left hook by Felix.
Left, right.
A little jab on the way in as well.
That was a good round.
Yeah.
Do you think down the stretch this will warm up? I mean, it's not been. I'm not saying that it's not warm, but it's not quite caught fire like the last fight.
I actually think. I mean, I have it now. Probably 5 rounds to Essuman and a shared.
So you think?
I think
Felix is going to have to throw caution to the wind.
I think you'll start to see Felix going for it.
That's if his corner are seeing it the same way as you. They might think that they're
which
in the
based
lead.
on the last fight I commentated on, my commentary was appalling and my scoring was appalling.
It's not a fun position to be in sometimes, calling fights.
No.
Second out, round 6.
Lovely left, right, and then a dip under the reply from Essuman by Felix, and then a swing and a miss. Switches stances briefly, then
Felix
back.
did well there.
Yeah, he started this brightly.
Straight back in the Essuman.
Yes. I like that he's looking for more angles there, Essuman. He's been a bit straight line so far tonight. Sort of pivoted round.
gone low again there,
He
Felix.
wobbled as he was getting up. I suppose that's the danger.
Yeah,
You
the
go down
balance.
that low and you catch one nice shot and you're already off balance before you've even got hit. Left hook spun him.
By Essuman, yeah.
With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's dipping now.
He's kept the defence together
Done
there.
well there.
Held well.
It's got to have hurt him though. And a nice little cheeky right on the clinch from Essuman.
That hurt him though, that.
Definitely. And a left hook and a right uppercut. And a big right
overhand. There's a long way to go in this round still.
Yeah, he's got to dig deep here, I think, Curtis Felix.
He looked to hold.
Lovely look.
You wonder if there's enough behind the Felix punches to keep Essuman away.
Not only do I wonder that, I think that as the fight goes on, that's going to become more and more prominent, more and more of a feature, because he's going to tire. His reflexes are all lovely.
He's done well, though.
I think that right hand just skimmed past the whiskers of
Yeah, he really
Essuman.
winged it in, didn't he? It was
It's the
wide again.
It's the way he throws punches that makes me wonder if he'll tire quickly as well, because
There's a lot of effort going into every one of them.
they're kind of unorthodox. What was that about? Oh, I thought he was showboating then. I think he was just waiting for the referee's word. He rocked back onto the ropes there, Curtis.
Felix's fans imploring him to jab and move, but I'm not sure that's enough, is it?
He's going to have to stop.
He's got to start planting his feet and trying to look to do some damage.
It's odd because I think Essuman, with all this fancy movement and dipping, as we just see there, and the sort of reflexes up top with the head from Curtis Felix, I think Essuman. That didn't go down well in the crowd.
No.
For all of Felix, for Felix doing that, Essuman's surprisingly elusive.
Yes,
and
he is.
hard to hit.
He is. But yeah, I think Felix really needs to start engaging a little bit more. It's all well and good doing the flash-looking stuff, but I'm not convinced he's doing enough to catch a judge's eye.
Yeah, boxers will always tell you it's hit and not get hit. Well, defending isn't going to get you any points.
Yes.
It might get you. It might not cost you. Might not cost you any punches, but
And also, there's only so long in a fight you can defend without having to do more of the offensive yourself.
yeah.
But Essuman hasn't. Well, he's hurt him a couple of times maybe, but Felix is very much still in it.
What's that for? Just giving a warning.
Telling him off.
Or is that for the late blow? He's taking
Oh,
a point.
Really?
Hello.
No, he's not.
Oh,
I thought he was going to.
I was about to say this just got interesting.
He certainly motioned like he was about to.
He's just waiting, Essuman, isn't he, for that corner, just for the right time to trap the corner off.
Yeah.
That was on the gloves from Felix Jr.
Exchanging jabs.
A little look at Essuman's corner then, Felix. Oh, a nice right hand and a move off.
Yeah, a little block with the right hand himself as well, didn't he? And then pivoted away.
Well, that got through. This is when Essuman looks at his best, when he gets Felix against the ropes and just lets his hands go.
Yeah, and he's got that great ability to throw the first punch and know whether or not it works. And if it has, he stays.
Yeah.
He stays in range and lets the hands go.
Tying up this round.
Good one
Felix.
by Essuman in the end.
There we go, Scott. That's the moment he's looking for, letting his hands go and he's tying up again, Felix.
Is that knowing when the first punch has landed?
He's tied up a few times this round, and it looks like Essuman's starting to
He's going to get telling off, I suspect. So.
He's fed up with being tied up, which you can understand the frustration.
No, sorry, I meant Curtis is going to for the holding. He has such a strange angle, Curtis Felix. It's almost when he really doesn't want to engage, he turns so side on that it's almost backwards. Caught again there.
He walked onto a left hook there as he tried to escape Curtis Felix. And he's trapped in the ropes, and it's difficult to tell when he dips whether he's actually hurt or it's part of the game.
I was surprised EKOW stepped off him there.
You're right again with the sideways on. I see what you mean.
It's almost got his back to it.
I suppose it's very difficult to hit that target legally. Lovely backward steps, head movement from Felix, but he's going to need more than that if he wants to start nicking rounds. And he's just pouring that jab out now, and he's eaten a big right there, and he's tucked up. I think that's the first time we've seen him properly glove up, put the earmuffs on, and that's going to be a 10-8. That's got. Yeah, it's being given the count by the official at the side. So no, he's still got to finish the 10.
Yeah, he's got to his feet.
Didn't actually make him walk towards him then, did he?
No, I think he showed enough to, given you've got the minute now to recover.
But that's a 10-8 round. He's now,
you can start to see the energy going from the return punches by Felix.
Yeah, he was, as I say, he was just pushing that jab out. There was nothing on it. It was almost a token gesture.
Yeah.
An imitation of a punch.
What have we got left? 4 rounds. 3 rounds, sorry.
3 rounds.
Let's see how Curtis looks getting up now.
But yeah, for all that holding in round 7, right at the ends, it didn't pay off, did it?
The holding takes it out of him, doesn't it? It's hard work to do. When you've got to use your energy to stop the other person doing anything, that's sapping.
I suppose if your head's spinning though, maybe it doesn't involve any thought other than clinging on. He's starting to eat a few on the ropes here, Felix Jr. And that was wild. He's got to show something back, and he's landed 2 of those. Essuman.
This is what I thought we might see a couple of rounds back, but he's really just going for it.
Essuman looks so calm though. As I said, he's deceptively elusive. Those swings from Felix Jr. He just ducked down nonchalantly, let him wash over him.
Again, it's how much is left in those punches from Curtis Felix.
Landed under the left arm of Curtis Felix, right from Essuman. Holding on again. That left hook landed cleanly from Felix Jr. on the ear of Essuman, and
good right hand there.
That right hand did land cleanly.
Essuman keeps coming forward.
This is what we needed. This is exactly the kind of fight that Felix needs to employ now. It might not pay dividends, but it's the only thing that's going to win in the rounds to even this fight out. Must be
loading up in the
so
shots.
Demoralising loading up like that.
Yeah,
just hitting thin air.
Yeah, for all of his attack, EKOW ESSUMAN, he's also got a very solid defence.
Yeah, as I say, it's subtle almost. There's nothing showy about it.
No.
Oh, and that's it. That's going to be it. That lot. Look. Oh, that's
the towel's coming.
Has it?
Yeah.
There we go. He's being
rightly so. Rightly so.
Well, the referee can refuse a towel.
He can, but he shouldn't in that scenario.
No, absolutely not. It was the last shot as he was going down, and Felix just crumpled onto the canvas.
That was brave. That was brave.
Well done to EKOW ESSUMAN. He remains the English welterweight champion.
Lifted up by his team, but Curtis Felix, he put in a great effort, and I mean, I think he didn't quite have, he was outgunned in most departments, but EKOW ESSUMAN showed that he's a special fighter.
Where do they both go from here, Martin? I mean, EKOW ESSUMAN's presumably looking up the food chain now.
Yeah,
still.
I'd like to see Curtis go and have a go at the southern area around welterweight. I think he's big for a welterweight. He's got a fantastic skill set. He maybe lacks the power to do damage at that level. So go back and regroup at southern area. I'd like to see that. But yeah, that was no shame in tonight. He was beaten by the better man, but I think EKOW ESSUMAN showed that he can go on to bigger and better things than that. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd quite like to see EKOW ESSUMAN fight Louis Green. I think that'd be a great fight, but I wonder what title you do it for. Maybe throw in a Commonwealth and move them up for a Commonwealth, because the Commonwealth is a great bargaining chip for a British, or vice versa, depending on which you value more.
Yeah, well, he's already got the win over Tyrone Nurse, hasn't he, on his CV, which
Louis Green is an intelligent slugger. Let's just hand over to.
With the referee bringing the contest to a halt in round 8 after 2 minutes and 14 seconds, your winner and still English welterweight champion, EKOW the Engine ESSUMAN!